Hi, everybody, and welcome back for day 2. I, once again, just feel like this is the perfect time to be doing this course. I keep seeing not only the holidays and the pandemic, but I'm like, just the current state of our country and relationships right now. There's so much fear and shame, and along with that comes anxiety and a lot of unfortunate mental health and emotional impacts. So, the exercise we're going to be doing today is called Hands on the Heart, and it's called that because I named it that. But what I want you to do is, once again, find a comfy spot, sit however you need to sit. Just make sure your head is not supported. That way it stays up and you don't fall asleep. So get settled. All right, what we're going to be doing is you're going to start, do this with me right now. Take your hands and just start rubbing them together. Get some nice friction going on in here. Start to feel that heat in between your hands. And then in a second here, what I want you to do is stop once you get a really good heat going. And place one hand on your heart, on your chest, and the other hand on your belly, right on your diaphragm. And just take a second to notice what it feels like. Do you feel that warmth? Do you feel heat? Do you feel energy? Is it maybe simply just the skin-to-skin contact that you're noticing and your body is craving, with a lot of us not having much connection these days? Whatever it is, take note. Does it feel good? Is your body craving it? Does it almost bring up maybe more fear or anxiety? And then what I want you to do is, we have one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly. And most times if you're feeling, shame, fear, anxiety, a lot of those stressful, heavier emotions, oftentimes we'll feel them in these places. Some people tend to feel it more in their chest, others more in their gut. Some people feel it in both, just kind of depends. So take a second, because maybe you're feeling that way right now, which is why I'm glad I'm here. But notice, if you're feeling anxious, fearful, shameful, any of it, all of it, it's all valid. You don't have to have a reason or a source. But if you're feeling that, see if you can find where you're feeling it in your body. Are you feeling it in your chest? Are you feeling a tightness in your chest? Are you feeling it almost creep up into your throat? Are you feeling almost a pit in your stomach, or like you're nauseous? Is one feeding the other? Right? Did you notice you start to feel kind of nauseous in your stomach, and then all of a sudden you get this tenseness in your chest and this butterfly feeling, this untethered, scattered sensation running through you? Just take a second to take inventory. I know for me, I'm feeling it a little bit in my stomach. It's starting there, and it's kind of that butterfly, nausea, unsettled feeling. And it's kind of traveled up a little bit into my chest now, where I almost feel just kind of like your heart starts to pound a little louder, a little faster. So, wherever you feel it, the exercise that we're going to be doing is a visualization where, as we inhale, we're going to be inhaling peace or love. You can choose. Sometimes one image or word resonates better with you than another. Whichever one you want is fine. But then on the exhale, it's the idea of we are then exhaling and getting rid of the fear the shame, the anxiety that we currently feel here. So if you want, you can get your hands nice and hot again to get us started, or you can stay right where you are. Doesn't matter. Get your hands placed again, one on the heart and one on the belly. And then close your eyes and let's get started. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it just fall right out. Do it once more. And now as we inhale, I want you to imagine that your hands are essentially connected to the source of love or the source of peace. And as you inhale, that peace, that love is just going straight from your hands and right into your chest and your abdomen, straight into your body, filling you up. And then as you exhale, imagine that the fear, the shame, whatever was there is now coming straight out. Love and peace, fear and shame. It's helpful to think that as we fill ourselves up with something, there's no more room for the negative. So we fill ourselves up with that love, that we are loved, we are filled with love. And as you exhale, get rid of any shame that you're feeling. Inhale that love. Exhale any shame. Inhale peace. Deep into your belly. Exhale any fear. Inhale that peace. Feel it sourcing right through your hands, straight into your chest. Get rid of that fear. Once more. And imagine that with each breath you take in, filling yourself up with whatever you need right now, whether that's peace or love, joy, that it's just filling up every single inch of your abdomen and your chest. So when you exhale, the fear has nowhere else to go. The shame has to leave. Your hand is just this constant flood of love and peace. This idea that whatever you need, even though you may not have it in you, it's coming to you straight through your hand. Whatever it is that you need is pouring inside of your chest. Feel it all the way over to your shoulder on the left. And whatever fear or shame that was on the left is now gone. So now we take a deep breath in and we fill up everything over to the right shoulder, the right side of your ribs. Full of peace and love. Exhale. Anxiety and fear is gone. Now down to our abdomen. the left side. We're going to inhale that love. And exhale that shame or fear. Same thing. Now we're going to fill up the right side of the belly. Continue with that imagery. Whatever you need is funneling straight through your hands, full speed, and filling you up. And exhale whatever you want to get rid of. Remember to breathe in and out through your nose this whole time. As you continue to inhale the love, the peace, the joy, whatever you need right now, imagine that as you filled up every single corner, every cell, every muscle, every tissue in your chest and your abdomen, that once you've done all of that, as you inhale, you are literally overflowing with that goodness, with that love, with that peace. Not only are you full of it, but you have an abundance of it. It's just pouring out of you at this point. And as it pours out of you, it can't help but fill the space that you're in, whether that's your home, whether that's your office. It is filling up the room that you're in. So not only are you filled with love, but the space around you is saturated with love and peace and joy. Just imagine sending it out to every corner of the room you're in. And whatever sadness or fear or nervous energy that's in the room, as you exhale, you're dispelling that as well. You are sending it on its way. Imagine every piece of furniture that's in this room as well. The chair you're sitting on, the floor beneath your feet, the rug, the pillows, your computer, your TV, all of it. You are beaming and shooting out this love, this peace, this joy, this goodness. So that it is not only in you, but it is in everything around you. This way, no matter what you're in touch with, what you come in contact with in this room today, as you work, as you move about, you can know that you are constantly being filled with peace, with love, with joy. You're not being fed any anxious energy, any fear. Everything here is filled with love and goodness. This is a nourishing space. You can eventually let your arms come down to your side, let your hands rest wherever is comfortable. And realize that you no longer need to have this energy poured or funneled into you, because it's there and it is everywhere around you. You have access to it constantly. It is right here. If you notice that your computer or your phone tend to give you anxiety or stress or anything negative like that, I want you to imagine now turning to them, using them, facing them. And as you inhale, filling that with love and peace and goodness, and exhaling any negative emotions or energy that you tend to get from it. As you inhale again, imagine that device just filling you up with more of the goodness and love you already have inside. It doesn't drain you. It gives you all that you need and all that you already have. Nothing in this space can harm you today. With each inhale and interaction here, you are filled with more and more love, more and more peace, more and more goodness. And with each exhale, you are keeping that fear, that shame, that anxiety, that stress, you are keeping it at bay. It can no longer enter because you are filled with the goodness that you need. Take a few more deep breaths, continuing that visualization. Really fill up your belly and let it all go. And then slowly start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and your hands, and eventually give yourself a nice big stretch. Oh, kind of come back into your body and slowly open your eyes back up. I don't know about you guys, but I needed that. This is, I think, oftentimes really helpful when we find ourselves knowing exactly what's going on. You know, realizing or recognizing I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling shame, I'm recognizing this fear or this pit in my stomach. And that immediate tactile sensation helps kind of ground us and connect us and bring us back into our bodies. Because a lot of times if we get stuck with like that anxiety or that running mind, we get very disconnected from our bodies and the here and now. And this physical touch kind of helps bring you back. And then visualizing that idea of whatever negative feeling you have inside, just expelling as you exhale, and your hands on your body being that funnel, that source of whatever you need, that love, peace, goodness, just shooting into you with every breath you inhale. It can be really, really helpful for some people versus just breathing. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if not, no worries. We got, another 12 days. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.